Hello class, my name is Kevin Adams and today I will be talking on the subject of neuroscience of marketing, better known as neuromarketing. Neuromarketing is a revolutionary new scientific method used by researchers and companies alike to market to the consumer's subconscious mind. They use this procedure in hopes of increased advertising response, increase in sales, and brand recognition. Neuroscience of marketing uses product researchers' advanced knowledge of the brain to assess and improve their marketing strategy toward a certain demographic. This specific procedure allows consumer analysts to research and predict what will be accepted or rejected by the brain's processing system. These systems include the audio, visual, and emotional regions of the brain that continuously search for safety, reward, and trust. Neuromarketing studies a consumer's cognitive responses to marketing tools. Researchers use a different technology to measure activity in a specific region of the brain to learn why consumers make the decisions they do and what part of the brain tells them to do it. Companies such as Apple, Nike, McDonald's, amongst others, have used neuromarketing research to analyze and measure consumer thoughts on their advertisements and products, as well as presenting an audio and visual presentation to the brain to persuade the consumer to buy a certain product or position that they are selling. This position holds no more true than with the Pepsi versus Coke challenge conducted by a study group in 2004. 67 people had their brains scanned while being given the Pepsi challenge, a blind test of Coca-Cola and Pepsi. 50% chose Pepsi since it tended to produce a stronger response to the brain that processes feelings of reward. But when the consumer was told that they were drinking Coke, 3/4 of them chose Coke due to impressions and memories of the product garnered by the brain. Now, I know we have all drank Pepsi and Coke at some point in our lives. So go to the refrigerator, pull out a nice cold Pepsi and a nice cold Coke, take a sip, and see what your impressions are at that first sip. Do you choose Pepsi or do you choose Coke? The neuroscience of the brain allows the brain to stimulate and tell us which one we like better. So to conclude, the main reason companies and research analysts alike use neuromarketing is to inspire the desired reaction in a person's perception as deeply as possible, strictly for promotional and monetary gain. The commercials that we see on TV and ads that we view on social media sites continue to catch our eye and affect our everyday purchasing decisions. So the next time you purchase your new iPad, or take a bite out of that tasty Big Mac, think about what influenced you to make that purchase. Was it the colors on the commercial from watching TV, or the memories you have of that product as a child? Whatever the case may be, your brain was affected by neuromarketing. Thank you. The most interesting fact that I learned about my topic was how many different tools researchers use in order to measure the activity of the brain in different regional spectrums. These specific tools are used in order to help marketing researchers learn what parts of the brain control the consumer's decision making and responses. This project has impacted my understanding of behavior brain function by giving me a wider knowledge of the different processes the brain goes through as neuromarketing is taking place. My brain is affected by the specific marketing strategies that companies use to affect each cognitive region of the brain in order to predict and persuade my opinion on a certain product. I applied the audio learning style in my creative piece by verbally presenting my knowledge of neuromarketing in iMovie so that the auditory learner could obtain information on the subject. I appeased the visual learner in my presentation by providing visual images of how the brain responds to the marketing tools of a particular company with visual descriptions posted on the images. Finally, I catered to the kinesthetic learner by giving them the instructions to take a drink from both a Pepsi and a Coke and decide which product their brain responds to more positively.